Here we are. Here's the bug out. It's a Benchmade knife. You're on the Love Them Knives channel. Yes, you are. Bug out. It's a very light knife. Made by Benchmade. Made in the USA. S30V blade steel. Coated blade. Interesting. And is that gray? To me, that's a green. Kind of a drab green. And these are gold-looking standoffs. And this is gold-looking thumb studs. You've got ambidextrous thumb studs, so that's a good thing. You've got nice, grippy scales. It's kind of grivery stuff. And a huge lanyard hole area. So that's neat. Looks like you got some reinforcement up around this, the axis lock and all this around the pivot here, because otherwise you really don't have much of anything in there. And, you know, that helps make it light. But, wow, look at that. See where you got the metal coming in here, up and down, to come in and help support that pivot and everything. Yeah, but boy, they've done a lot of, it's really weight relieved all the way through there. Under 2 ounces, it weighs nothing. But it's got a 3.25 inch blade. That's good. And it's not like under 6 inches long. It's like 7.5. Here's 8.25 inch para 2. Okay, now if we flip it around, the para is going to look bigger in this aspect ratio. See what I'm saying? But all things aside, and I've done a review on the blue one. I got this one from White Mountain Knives. Yeah, there's 3.25. 80 millimeters, 81, 82 maybe. 7 and almost 3/8. So 18.5 centimeters. I got this one from Justin at White Mountain Knives. So if you want to buy one of these, yeah, go to White Mountain Knives. Hey, did you see his website? He's like all updated it. So this is a different look than, I mean, it was just one day I clicked on his site and whoa, it's all different. And it's better, much better than it was. Benchmade Bugout, green/tan/ whatever the hell it is, the 535 gray. Any case. And overall, it's 7.46. Yeah, okay. Axis lock, a gray blade. Yes, it is. And a green/tan, whatever you see, depending on your level of color blindness. CPM S30V. So overall, yeah. But it's, oh my God, it's really small. I mean, super light. Not that small. Super light, I meant to say. It is just so light. Look at the pocket clip here. Deep carry pocket clip. Right or left hand tip up. And of course you got ambidextrous thumb studs. And the axis lock system, which is ambidextrous as well. Easy to flick open and closed. And you know what? I did a review on this knife, the blue one. And I wasn't terribly impressed. I just thought it's so damn light and it, I mean, you know, you can squeeze the sides together. It's not obviously structurally all that sound. On the other hand, it will flex and come back. And it's all about being light. It's all about being able to throw it in your pants pocket of your pack. And you know what? I'm starting to come around. I probably have to apologize for my previous review of the Bugout, the blue one, because no, I mean, yeah, I mean, it grows on you. It does grow on you. It has grown on me. This one I'll keep. But yeah, it has grown on me now. And I do like this kind of greenish grayish and or tannish greenish, and then the gray blade is okay. Let's see how this coating holds up, but hopefully, I mean, really it should hold up pretty good as long as you're not coming in contact with other metal objects that can scrape through there. And I think it works well with this kind of drab green to have a coated blade like that. I mean, I think it really does. It's comfortable in the hand. It's very thin. It's very easy to slide in your pocket. The pocket clip works well in that regard. And, you know, I mean, I guess you could say, I don't feel a hot spot back here, but I mean, it depends on how long you're working with a knife. Although I wouldn't think this would be the knife I'd be working with a long, long time. It's a pretty light duty knife. Just like that. Very light duty. I had a lanyard on here. I took it off for the review, but I just thought it was kind of cool to put a little lanyard on there. It hangs outside the lip of your pocket. But yeah, it's really easy to open and close. I like the axis lock a lot. I know it's not like, you know, a lock back or a triad lock or something that's very, very super strong, but I wouldn't imagine you're going to try and put a lot of pressure on this knife. This is for just grab and go, light duty type of operation. Good looking knife though. What do you think? I like it, and you know, 10% off on White Mountain, right? With the LTK discount, LTK, and you get 10% off because, you know, they're $131. I think the blue ones are like $114. So this one's a little bit more expensive. And I didn't get in time to get a first production run, but oh well, I can live without that situation. This will be one that I will definitely carry on those days when it's really hot outside and you're just wearing some, I don't know, some pretty light shorts or something, or you just don't want a monster to haul around in your pocket on certain days. So yeah, this will be really nice. The ergos are good. It's reinforced at the pivot. You have some jimping here on top for your finger. You can't really go forward here, but you do have a sharpening choil, so that's a good thing. And the blade should be really good for either piercing or slicing, and let's see if it'll cut. Yeah, okay, so it's reasonably sharp out of the box. And speaking of box, it comes in a box. If you've never had a Benchmade before, this is a box that Benchmade does all the time right here. It's the Bugout, the 535GRY-1. And then inside the box, you have a microfiber pouch. You have this little tab that it's usually stuck right here. Okay. And then you've got this at the bottom. But yeah, I'm cool with their packaging. I don't have a problem with that. And I'll tell you another thing I don't have a problem with is their service. So, I mean, I just like sent Gripster over here up when I got this one from Frank. I sent Gripster. I mean, he just gave me the knife, you know, and so pocket clip was all scratched up, and I thought, and there was no box or anything, but it was a gift, a hell of a gift, right? With CPM 20CV. I mean, this is the nice Gripster. In any case, so I just sent this one up to Benchmade just for shits and giggles, like go ahead and touch up the edge and get me a pocket clip. And so they go, oh, we got the powder coated ones. They won't scratch up as bad and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, you know, it took a while But I mean, I got the sheet back on it. They rebuilt the entire knife. I mean, I swear to God, they took this apart and they put all different, these little springs here for the axis light. I mean, they just, I don't know. I think they kept the blade and the scales. I think everything else changed. It was wild. So, I mean, I have no problem with their service at all. And it's nice to have that. That's one of the arguments about having a USA, doesn't have to be a USA company, but a USA presence or service department available for whatever brand knife. And I guess, Kaiser's got some, and definitely Tuya Knife has Dave out there. So, I mean, even the foreign manufacturers are starting to get some, and We Knives with Zelric, that kind of stuff. So, in any case, good looking knife, very light, 1.87 ounces supposedly. So, shall we check it out? Why not? You got nothing better to do you? Oh, well, maybe you do, actually. 1.86. 1.87 is a lie. Oh, Lord. That was really close, wasn't it? 52.7 grams. So, hey, we'll give him a pass. That's close enough. Nice. The design here of this knife is nice. I like the look of it. You see the back of the blade here. So if that had been able to continue all the way back and make a cleaner line, that would have been nice, like they did with the grip. I mean, you're not seeing the back edge of the blade here. It's there, but you're not seeing it like that. You see what I'm saying? So it flows. This one not so much. It's typical. I was looking around here to see if I could get my, I'm always beating on the poor old holdout. Okay, so like the cold steel, you see them very often with that backside of the blade just like, hello. But other than that, the lines flow well. I like the design. I think the pocket clip is appropriate and not overpoweringly so. Yeah. It's light. So I guess I got to get back on that wagon and go, you know what? It's light. That's the whole purpose of this knife. So it's just one you can grab, throw in your pack, throw in your pocket. And yeah. Okay, so I'm sold on it. Now, I mean, the question is that worth $135? Well, I mean, with the 10% discount, now you're down to what, $115 or something like that, $135, $13, whatever. So, $121, whatever. So, yeah, is it worth that? Well, I think that's an individual thing. A lot of people really like smaller, lightweight knives. And of course, it's got, S30V steel, which is not, it's not like an 8CR13 or an AUS8 or anything. So it's a good quality steel. So I think that's an individual decision. There's a lot of knives out there that are really, really close. Once you start getting in the 130s, you're really, really close to the 150s, and there's some really strong contenders out there. But this is a different class. I'm not talking about titanium frame lock flippers because, yeah, I mean, that's not what these guys are trying to compete against anyhow. Yeah. So, I don't know. Benchmade's got a name, and so they get a little bit more premium because of their name. Yeah, I don't know. I thought on it. I went back and forth on, is this a little pricey for what it is? And Spyderco, Endure and stuff, but that's VG10 and those are what, $60 something. So I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those things you got to think on, but it is or it isn't. There's going to be people say yes, I love it, and there's going to be people say no, that's too much money. And so You know, we can agree to disagree on that. But thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Hey, you vagabonds. Flanagan, Finian, hanging out, doing nothing as usual. But no, we're not doing nothing, are we? We're talking about knives. All right, guys, I'm going to cut you loose. Thanks so much for dropping in. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp, my friends.